Everybody, welcome to Raven's Chest. Sorry for the little bit of a delay there. YouTube seems to be back to its old tricks, forcing things vertical. Literally, I couldn't restart a stream. I couldn't. This stream was set for horizontal. I was in horizontal mode, and it just kept forcing me vertical. So, yeah, I guess we'll just roll with that today. It seems to be a thing lately. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Raven Chest groupies. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Susan. Hold on just a second while my secondary device gets on board here. Oh, it says it already shows me that this stream ended. Wow. The technical difficulties are many this morning, but it does look like there are 14 people in the house. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Deb. Hello, Virginia. Hope everybody's doing well on this Wednesday. It's been quite a hectic week around here. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, Virginia. Yeah, been a little bit of a hectic week, so kind of nice to get here and get settled in front of the camera. Here to sling a little bling, sell a little jewelry. Yeah, so I'm not sure what's up with the horizontal versus vertical issue there. I know YouTube really wants to push the vertical format. It is just kind of, it is the present. Vertical is what most people are viewing. Most people are on their phones like this, vertical. At least the analytics say that a large percentage of people are on their mobile devices. So, wow, still no notification here. Oh, Monday knick-knack sale with Tanya. Hey, I can get into that one. Let's just see what's going on here. Did you guys get notifications here? Top of the morning to you as well. Jamie Lynn, welcome in. Yeah, it still shows me as this is as upcoming, so one waiting. Interesting. Lisa got a Ross. Oh, all right. Well, it looks like it's actually working. Sometimes the secondary device is just weird sometimes. Hello, Tanya. Welcome in. Good to see you here today, Tanya. A rare day when Tanya gets to hang out. Usually Tanya's out and about on Wednesdays, so no notification. YouTube has been really bad with that. Yeah, Jamie, you know, just one of those things. It's always, every day there's some other little hurdle. Today it appears that YouTube is back on the vertical kick. So let's just see. How's the sound today? Working and lurking. I like that, Tanya. Eldine wants to know, you going shopping, Tanya? Sounds great. Okay, you know what? I think I'm just gonna stick with this mic setup. I wasn't sure. I have a fan going, so I wasn't sure if that was gonna interfere with that. So, what's up, King? I'm doing well. How are you today? Doing great on this wonderful Wednesday. I do have a bunch of jewelry for sale. I don't have titles. For those of you who like to have titles there, nothing to reference today. And I like having those titles because it helps keep me on track. When I start squirreling around, I just go right back to that list and keeps me going. So hopefully we'll be able to keep things rolling today. Hello, Mama Chola. Welcome in today, Mama Chola. I hope things are going well for you. I hope you're getting your fence issues worked out. Last I heard, that was still a thing for you. So we have 38 people in the house here on this wonderful Wednesday morning and 13 thumbs up. You know what? At 10 thumbs up, I like to do a giveaway. So, hi, Doug, notification received. Hi, Tanya, just received your tote video. Loved the first pair of earrings. Nice. Nice. Thanks, Rena. Thanks for the heads up on that, because you never really know what's going on. I think Mama Chola is from India. King? That's a good guess. I don't think Mama Chola is from India, but everybody please hit that thumbs up. Hello, Jen's Gems. Welcome in, Jen. Okay, we are going to do a free shipping giveaway to start things off here. And we're going to do an animal. An animal, a furry animal, a wild animal. So guess an animal for free shipping. Let me make sure that I am in all messages so I don't miss anything here. I see some of my jewelry is from India, says Deborah. Goat, lion, chipmunk, monkey, squirrel, buffalo, tiger, skunk, dog. Oh, come on, we can't show dog. Giraffe, cat, bear, squirrel, dog, skunk, wolf, lion, deer, bear, deer, Deb, McLaughlin, raccoon. I see you, Deb. You got it, Deb. Congratulations. Deb J. McLaughlin, free shipping to you, Deb. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much, Deb. And you know, it's just kind of become a little bit of a tradition. I like to share what my weather's doing. Today we have a strong marine layer, so it's overcast here. It's kind of cool, but it's also kind of muggy. It's an odd combination. Either it's gonna get cooler, the fog will roll in and it'll get cooler today, or the fog will burn off and it'll get hot and still be kind of muggy. So we'll just kind of see how things go. What's your guys' weather like today? I know we're here to buy jewelry, but hey, I like to chit chat a little bit too. Thank you everyone for the party yesterday. Finally reached 1,000 subs. Jen, congratulations. Yeah, Jen, that's awesome. Congratulations. You and Joe have worked hard for that. That's a big deal. I know that's a good feeling. So cool. Cooler here in Canada, says Deb. Deb, since you are in Canada, you'll get a $6 credit on your next order. So I know that $6 free shipping applies to the US residents, or a $6 credit. However that applies to you guys. So 65 and lovely right now, says Tanya. Yeah, Tanya, that's awesome. Were you the one who purchased the skull necklace from the Brudens? Mama Chola, did you get the skull necklace from Bruce and Dennis? That thing was cool, man. Lots of dangling skulls on that thing. That was rad. Crisp in the morning, then 70s in the afternoon in Eastern Washington. Nice, Lisa. That sounds great. I like that. Crisp mornings and 70s in the afternoon. Jeez. Reminds me of growing up in Northern California. Those crisp mornings and those nice afternoons. 63, cloudy in San Diego. Humidity is 87% later. Yeah, that's creeping up there pretty good, Deb. 87% humidity, you definitely feel that one. Jen, getting a bunch of hellos in there. Mama T, Jamie Lynn, Virginia, LD in my bookend, Jen, Deborah, Deb, Mama Chola, Lisa, and Jamie Lynn. I like that. Good afternoon, Doug, says Shellbell. Hello to all the folks here today. Always a pleasure to see everyone. Welcome in, Shellbell. Always a pleasure to see you, and always a pleasure to see all of you as well. Jamie Lynn, Deborah Barnes, Mama Chola, Jen's Gems, Shellbell, Tanya, Deborah, Deb, Jamie, Virginia, Becky, Elizabeth, Lisa. Great to have you guys all here. I hope you're having a great day today. I do have a couple dozen items here that are ready to roll. Did everyone see that gold went? Yes, over 4,000 an ounce. I did. I saw that yesterday, Jen, and then today it's just my jewelry is my kids' estate fortune. Virginia, I know a lot of people who are in that situation. And I've told those people, hey, when it comes time, if your kids need help, let me know, because I've seen it time and time again where people's collections and prized heirlooms go unappreciated or undervalued. And I'm part of a crew of people that likes to help people with that and help people get fair values for the items that they leave behind. So in the middle of doing some of that right now. No real jewelry involved in this one, but a lot of really, really cool items. So we'll see. I'm not sure. I got a little information last night, and it sounds like there might be a little bit of undermining going on in this process, which, you know, that's the reality of this business. There are a lot of inputs and a lot of people who have opinions, and families get pulled in different directions. So, but that's a different time, a different place. Definitely, there's room for such discussions, though. Just a bunch of junk, Deborah. You turn me away from watching Tanya's totes, untoting Deborah. I'm sorry. 30 people here, only 21 time. Thumbs up. Please hit that thumbs up, everybody. Hey, myself included. Hit that thumbs up. It's not that hard. On my iPhone, it's not that hard. I just close out the chat. Oh, where do I close? Oh no, geez, maybe it is hard. Make it full screen, then hit that little wrench. And when that wrench comes up, boom. Oh gosh, I'm doing a terrible job of, there you go. When you hit that little wrench up there, well, then you have the little options here to hit the like. You can hit a like, dislike. If you're not liking it, hey, it really doesn't matter. The algorithm sees interaction both ways. It's terrible. People can't just stay in their own lane, Mama Chola. Well, you know, during estate situations, Mama Chola, I do understand. But, you know, there's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of different opinions, a lot of family pulling in different directions a lot of times. And I feel really bad for the guy that's running this estate because he got undermined by the family, which was really, honestly, pretty shitty. So, yeah. But that's it. That's how life works. You know, there are people who are just looking out for their own interests and they don't care who they run over in the process. And, you know, that's, if you don't understand that about life, then you're going to get run over. But if you know those people are out there and you know how to stay out of their way, then, or beat them to the lane, then you won't get run over. Okay, I digress. Item number 1. People like that, yeah, Shell Bell. That's what happens. Estates, yes, yep, totally. And, you know, the family is free to do what the family wishes, and I understand there's a lot of different opinions, so that's how it goes. All right, first on my list today, Doing Good, God's Grace, Doing Good. Great name, man, I love that name. That grace, man, if we could all afford ourselves a little more grace and everybody else a little more grace in this world, I think we'd live in a much better place. I was at an estate sale when I heard the seller refer to customers as buzzards. Yeah, Draft Horse Diva, I have been there as well. Here come the buzzards, they said. Pretty important. And it, you know, honestly, it's true. A lot of the, you know, I got to put myself in that category because we're swooping in on things like the buzzards do. And I do see people that they're trying to pick, they're trying to get things for free, which is sad. So, all right, first on the list, these bugs are really cool. I did a little research. This dude, Jay Strongwater, makes cool bugs. I'm like, whoever makes these bugs has got it down, and yeah, he does. This one looks like a grasshopper, maybe a locust. I was just poor and looking for some dishes, right, Draft Horse Diva? And that's just it. Most people, you know, buzzards, treasure hunters, you know, a lot of us are out there just looking for a good deal. And a lot of people out there, it's like the thrift stores. You know, people used to go to thrift stores because that's what they could afford. And now the thrift stores have become almost boutique. The prices in thrift stores these days is outrageous. All right, we're almost 20 minutes in here, and I've just been talking the whole time. Haven't sold a single thing. Let's get it moving here. The J Strongwater grasshopper brooch, big bling. It's 2¼ inches long, 1.75 inches wide, and geez, the thing's almost an inch tall, 7/8 of an inch tall. And it's 35 bucks. This guy, J Strongwater, makes cool bugs in very, very distinct style. Put them, I'd probably pin him on my shoulder and just let him sit up there. Don't strangle me, but I'm not a fan of estate sales. Hey, Deb, you know, but I get it. When driving, I see people picking their noses. I call them treasure hunters. Shell Bell. Funny. I see Tanya's in for 35. Well, thank you, Tanya. That thing's pretty fabulous. Be looking for someone to come back at 37 or better. We're gonna call that one pretty quick. Shipping is overdue. All right, thank you. Jackie's in at 37. Hello, Jackie, welcome in. Thank you, God's grace. Lots of, getting love from around the world. You know, that's pretty awesome. Out to Jackie, says Tanya. I got you, Tanya. And I don't see anybody else in. I don't see anybody else, so let's call this one sold to Jackie in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Jackie. And thank you very much. Thank you for dropping that love in the chat also, Tanya. That is a great reminder. I feel like I need constant reminders and constant checkpoints to stay grounded in this YouTube experience. And that one right there, love, man, that was one of the first things I experienced here was an abundance of gratitude and love in this community. And I still feel like, wow, what a special place. Your English is too good, bro. Well, God's grace. It is my first language, and it is my only language, honestly. So this is pretty rad. Pewter, I don't know who this, I feel like I used to know who this maker was. Not exactly sure. Fine pewter by this guy. Great Art Nouveau lady, like beautiful. Just gorgeous. Hello, Yippee. It's a nice escape. Yeah, Jamie, totally. Welcome in, Yippee-I-O. Yippee-I-O, hey! I love that name. You guys have great. We got God's Grace and Yippee. A couple great names there. This beauty is $14. $14 on the pewter Art Nouveau lady. She is pretty fabulous. I see Elizabeth Johnson's in at 14. We'd be looking for 15 or better pretty quick, or we'll be calling that for Elizabeth. And hi, Elizabeth. Calling that for Elizabeth in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, Timmy. Congratulations, Elizabeth, and thank you. What's up, buddy? Timmy's coming to say hi. Well, we're in the vertical position. Virginia, I am so sorry. I had already called that one, Virginia. I need to slow my roll a little bit. Elizabeth Johnson. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Thank you. And yeah, sorry about that, Virginia. Just pushing things along a little quick here. Timmy! Yeah, Timmy's here. Wow. I can see already that next week I'm making a list. Because, man, I'm already fumbling through things like, I don't know, do I want to bring... Just put them on a list and then they're set. You have a burr on your hat. Well, thank you, Tanya. Oh my goodness, there's so many burrs right now. And with Buka here, Timmy's grooming. Hi. All right, this is a really sweet, it's like a Roman coin replica. I forgot what they call these, what coin that's called, what coin that is. But it's 830 silver, or 835 silver. It is Norwegian. And it can be a brooch or a pendant, which is really cool. And there you go. You can see it's marked 835. And then I don't know what the other marking is on there. Maybe maybe a mark because it's gold plated, gold vermeil, but I wasn't familiar with that. It's like 0.08 or something. No, it says 0.35 and then 835. Interesting. I'm thinking that's probably denoting the gold content. Not really sure. But the price on that one is $36. And personally, I think it would be a great pendant. I mean, it's a nice brooch, but really the pendant option is what I would be exercising there. Hello, Elizabeth K. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, are you doing noon today? Just curious, because if you are on my break, I'm going to go set up the raid. Timmy has cute legs. He does have cute legs. I agree. All right, $36 on that beauty. Nice Celtic Maltese cross. That is the deal. Buka's here to play some ball. Not right now, bud. He did a circle and came back and looks now. Not quite, buddy. He just put the ball in my lap. Oh my goodness. He has one job, and that's to retrieve. Okay, 36. I don't see any action going down on that one. We'll bring that one back around. Venetian beads. Yep, okay, Elizabeth, cool. Cool. All right, Venetian beads. These are pretty awesome. I actually was going to save these. I don't know. Sometimes I think, yay, I'm going to do these projects. I was going to save these and make earrings with them. I'm not going to do that. In a year, they're going to be sitting in my project box. And they'll be sitting in my project box, and they won't be earrings. He's just playing. He is playing. I hope you're talking about him, and I don't know. But yeah, Venetian beads, really cool shape. I think they would be awesome earrings, a single, or even doubled up, stacked. There are 2, 4, 6, 7 of these, and $20 on them. $20 for 7, that's like a little bit less than $3 each, which honestly, these beads at a bead shop, these should be $10 beads. So, in my opinion, this should be a $70 bag of little wedding cake beads in that cool shape with the brass caps and rings as well. So, super good deal. Jackie says, I am into that deal, Doug. Let's do this. All right, Jackie. Well, if nobody's coming in back at 21 or better pretty quick, then Jackie's going to get these at 20. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sold to Jackie at 20. Congratulations, Jackie, and thank you very much. Yeah, those are pretty fabulous. And yeah, Visions of earrings. Whew. Out they go. I'm already grabbing some Jewelry 10 stuff. Okay. If you guys saw the Jewelry 10 items, I was kind of pinching myself when I found, when I opened up the box that my friend had brought and I saw these. I'm like, what the heck, are you kidding me? I had just been saying that I wished I had bought the last collection of these that I came across up in San Francisco a couple years ago. I had found a bunch of old stock, and man, so much of that stuff, I bought 1 or 2 pieces here. It had baccarat, crisp, glass rings, and a whole bunch of modern beaded jewelry, and these Jewelry 10 pieces. And I got a couple pieces out of everything. And man, I wish I would have just got it all, because it was really great stuff. But at the same time, I know some of the people I'm buying from are selling to other dealers as well, and it's kind of nice to be able to, to share the good stuff. So sometimes it's nice to grab it all and monopolize the market, control the market like De Beers, but that's not really my jam. I watch market manipulation all the time, and I get a little grossed out by it. So I'd rather just have things stand on their own. All right, this one's great. The Jewelry 10 pieces, I don't know if any of you were checking these out. They're pretty darn expensive on their websites, on the website. And some of them are pretty darn elaborate, which makes sense. $300-400 for one of those lobsters that's all super decorated. I get it. They're really, really awesome works of art. And this is actually discontinued. It's a retired design, so you're not going to be finding this one on their website. If you were, the comparable ones that I've seen, 180 to 250 is the range. This one's 80 bucks. If you like the big lipped grouper, $80 is the price on that one. Hello, Joshy boy. They're very cool pieces. Yeah, I really like the whimsical nature, and the eyeballs on them are all great. They all get some really good character. So I'm a fan. I've had the dragonfly, a couple of the fish, and now I got a whole bunch of fun pieces. So $80 on that one if somebody is interested. Very artistic. Yeah, it's a couple actually, and 47 silver at $48.99. Wow, Draft Horse Diva. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up, everybody, and thank you for that reminder, Tanya. All right, $80 on that one. I don't see it happening. Ooh, that one's going down. Buka says, what you got there, bro? Can you throw it? I'll fetch it. No, go. Yeah, go, no. Oh, he wants to say hi. All right. He's like, but wait a minute. Last time we did the love thing. You want Buka love, huh? All right. Okay. Hi, Buka. Oh, yeah, hi. Oh, okay. Now my black shirt's going to be all fuzzy with Buka fluff. Oh, my goodness. Wow. And now I can't see out of my glasses. It's coated with dog lick. Okay. All right, dog time out. Hi. Oh, wow. I guess I really needed that. Oh, hi. He's like, you don't need union breaks. You just need Buka hugs. Oh, my goodness. Wow. You're awesome, buddy. Yes. You're awesome. My other dog, Cruz, is over here looking at me like, hey, I'm awesome too. Ah, yeah. You are awesome too. Yeah. You got a little different spunk than, no ball. No. Take it outside. He thought he warmed me up enough that we could play some ball now. Oh, do you want to do it too? Huh? Do you want to do it too, Cruzy? Oh, come on. You can come up here too. He's like, nah. All right, Cruz is down here too. He's just, he's not quite as friendly. You know, he's not into hugs and all that. Huh, yeah, you like some pats on the head, and you like me to open the front door so you can just go run free. Huh. That's what he really wants. He wants to kiss Bud a little bit so that he can sneak off and go run the neighborhood. Yes, Deborah, I do believe that's where my son got the name. Hi, Cruz. Hi, hi. Yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy. You're very good. Oh, yeah. Yep. Good boy. Oh, hi, Timmy. Wow, all right, this is the Animal Fest. Fur beanie incoming, right? Okay. Go. All right. That's enough. You guys aren't getting the hint. Go outside. Go. Go. Go, go, go. 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 They're like, you're not getting the hint, buddy. Get him a treat. I'm not going to reward that behavior. That's what Tim wants. Tim's here for treats. He's like, I know it's not quite 11 when I do my lap routine. Animal Farm alert, right? Okay, let me get back into jewelry here. I think we're an hour in and I've moved like 3 pieces in front of the camera here. Holy moly. I knew today was going to be a little bit off. Okay, from the same collection as the strong water animals. I don't know if this is a J Strongwater frog. I don't know if he does frogs. It's cool. I like the color. Nice bling factor to it. Nice 3D sculptural elements on it, and that one's 20 bucks. That one's and 20, whatever that means. It's 2 1/8 inch by 1.5 inch. And it's 19 grams, and it's $20. Amazing how much slower those people drive now. The neighbors have some workers that used to tear through the neighborhood like dangerously fast. And I had to say something like, hey man, can you please ask them to just drive at respectable speed in the neighborhood? I see a Cave. Cave of Wonders is in at 20, and I don't see any other action on that one. So let's call that one for Cave. Sold to Cave in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got that, Cave. Congratulations. And Cave, I just want to say a special thank you to you for your participation in the Bro Chat Challenge. Thank you. Your participation is and was greatly appreciated. I loved your hat. I loved your enthusiasm. Overall, great vibe. So, and everybody else who participated as well, thank you very much. Ooh, okay, well, that first piece didn't land. This second one, the lobster. I'm bringing up the lobster. And this one's only 100 bucks. I think the lobster on their website is like $400 or something crazy. Which I'm like, I get it. Look at all the work that they put into these. There's so much work that goes into them. Bottom line, hello Karen, welcome in. I could talk about it, hype it up all day long. You either want it or you don't, and 100 bucks is the price. It's a FF lobster. It's a rock lobster. Yeah, look at those. Is that a Maine lobster with those big old claws? Go to Florida. The Florida lobsters don't have those big old claws. They just have a big old tail. Oh, I just got a notification. Jackie Wire's in at 100. I see it, Jackie. We'd be looking for 105 or better. And I'm not seeing any other action. Hello, Just Messin'. Welcome in. Look at that 3D action on this. This one's actually wider than it is long. I don't know where the bag went. Yeah, it's 3 inches long and 3¼ inches wide. So I don't see any other action. Let's count that one down for Jackie in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Jackie for 100. Congratulations, Jackie. Let me get that actually in the chat. Now that's a rock lobster, right? Really, really nicely done. I think probably my favorite element in these is the little wires that they put on. They add so much to the design. All right, get that one carefully back in the bag there. And Jackie. And we may have a visit from Justin today. For those of you who remember my friend Justin, he used to help out quite a bit with auctions when I first got started. Oh, there's some kind of weird sound out there. I thought the teapot was whistling for a second. Yeah, hopefully Justin will be stopping by later if he has a chance. I would like to get him involved in a couple more shows, and I'm hoping to get him to be able to sell a couple things as well. He's been diving head first into the business, and he's doing it. He's all in. He's taking risks. He's making mistakes. He's taking losses. He's making gains. He's doing it. I have a lot of respect for that. And he's trying to put together a deal right now that's going to be beneficial for him and a friend, and hopefully a couple other people as well. Yeah, so I'm really hoping he does well with his efforts. All right, late Victorian, turn of the century locket, gold filled. This was supposed to be up last week, but I pulled it aside to test it, and then I didn't bring it back around. I wanted to make sure it wasn't gold, because once in a while, these look like gold filled, but they're not. Let's see. It is 1¼ inch by 15/16 of an inch. Yeah, I couldn't call it an inch wide when it just wasn't quite there. It's gold filled, 6.5 grams, and this one's 85 bucks. And that's about 50, it's about 50 less than I would list it for. If I were gonna put this in my shop, it would be 135, 150, right in that range. And it does have the original, or it has a bail on it, but basically it's just a snap ring. It doesn't have a connecting loop or anything. It's just something to put a chain on. And the condition on this is excellent. That engraving on the front, man, I thought it was gold because the engraving, it's all one color. You don't see it carving into a lighter color. And a tiny little dent on the back. And then inside, this is the real treat. Probably off a vest, Jen. Size-wise, that would be my guess. But there you go, frames. It's got frames and windows, so awesome. Tony, I see you. Tony Marquez is in at 85. Yeah, the interior's in excellent condition, Jackie. So that's the big kicker to me. When I find them with the original frames and the windows, it's like, all right, cool. They're actually still functional as lockets. So let's count that one down. If nobody else comes back at 90 or better pretty quick, we're gonna call that one sold to Tony at 85. I do, but I play dumb. All right, congratulations, Tony. Mama, you know your stuff. You know, Mama Chola, you have to be careful here. Because if you make a tiny mistake, which we do, we make mistakes, man, people will hop on it. They'll be talking shit. They'll be, yeah. People are ready to pounce. Put yourself up on YouTube, you're making yourself a target. So, you know, that was one thing I was pretty naive about when I first started. Now I know better. But it's good. It is good to share that knowledge when you have it. Oh my goodness, Jamie, do you ever? You have to be thick-skinned, and you have to be able to really stay focused. You know, there's been times when, holy moly, if I wasn't just focused on what I wanted and what I needed to do, this entire YouTube experience would have just blown up. I would have got sidetracked, waylaid, derailed, undermined, and dismantled. There's so much more to it than I ever would have imagined. All right. This is pretty darn sweet. I think it's a cello. I'm not... You know, I was in 4th grade when I learned all these instruments, so it's been a while. I think it might be a cello, but someone out there might know. It might be a bass. What's that big thing? The big giant violin that stands? Might be one of those. Whatever. It's sterling silver with a gold gilt enamel. It does come in a little velvet box, and it's 28 bucks. $28. What a sweet gift for someone who actually is a musician. And if they play this instrument, wow, what an amazing, amazing find. The enamel is in good condition. It looks like it needs a little bit of a cleaning there. A little something on it, but all in all, a pretty sweet piece. I see Jackie's in at 28. All right, Jackie. Yeah, it's a really sweet piece. I think it's really nicely made. Well, I don't see anybody else in on this one, Jackie, so looks like you're gonna get that one at 28. And congratulations, Jackie. Hello, Merche, welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Oh, who are we talking about, Rhonda? Is Justin having a YouTube channel? I might have missed something. You know, he doesn't. Well, he does, but it's for his band, and he doesn't really do anything on it. So, but I would encourage him to start some sort of social media channel. He does a lot of Facebook. But he and I were actually talking about this last night. You know, the current paradigm, the current meta is social media. So that's what we're here doing. YouTube, I never really considered YouTube social media, but it is. It's social media. All right, more jewelry 10. Our conversation last night, I was encouraging him to step more into wherever he's comfortable with that. He does a lot of Facebook, and a lot of people are very successful on Facebook. So if you wanted to do that, I'd say go for that. All right, back to jewelry 10 fish. This one's also a discontinued one. There are a couple that are similar, but they're variations. Hello, Lizzie and Louie. Hello, Francis. I don't know if I caught you earlier, Francis. Hello. And anybody, if I've missed you, I know I've been kind of blabbing along, and if I've missed you while you've come in, I'm sorry. Been kind of a spacey week, honestly. Who is the maker, Deb? It's Jewelry 10. Yeah. The maker is company. I don't know if you can see the mark on here. It's a company named Jewelry 10, and they're a couple of sculpture students, artists, who ventured off into jewelry. They actually moved here from Singapore, if I remember right. They graduated from art school, moved here from Singapore, and started this business. And it looks like they're doing really well, which I think they should. But $48 on this fish, I don't know if the prices on their websites are really relevant, but the comparable type of fish that they have is $150. Like, oh, they like that. They like that little motif. But yeah, 48 on that. If somebody likes it, that is the price. I think this would be a great one for a fisherman. Hello, Grace. Welcome in. I'm waiting for the angelfish. Oh. All right, that one's going down into the sea. Okay, this is fantastic. Snake bracelets. What time did you start today? Grace, I started at 9:30. So holy moly, been here 50 minutes already. I can't believe how fast time goes sometimes. 12:33 East Coast time. Maybe I should get into the light box and just start moving stuff. What do you guys think? You want me to get into the light box? Just start throwing things down? All right, exceptional. I'd put this one 1930s, 1940s, late Art Deco. Nice gold-filled snake bracelet. It's a 6.75 on the cone and 2 1/4 internal diameter. That's before it's sprung. I put it on my 7 and I could wear it fine. It's just got a little bit of tension. It's still totally comfortable though. But that's what it is. It's 85 bucks. $85 on that beauty. It is gold filled. It is 29 grams. Oh, nice, Jackie. Draft Horse Diva, I see you in at 85. And if we don't see any other action on it pretty quick, we'll count that one down to Draft Horse Diva. Grace, it is a 6.75 on the cone. And I can put it on my 7 and wear it fairly comfortably. It does grip, but it's not uncomfortable. So I see Jackie's back at 90. Thank you, Ottercat. Have you shown the flapper necklaces yet, Doug? No, Gina, I have not. They're in the next tray down. So can it go to 5.75? Grace, you know, you could probably, I'm not really sure, honestly, Grace. I don't know if you can twist it down and get it down to a smaller size. I've never honestly tried. Yeah, so I'm not sure, Grace. And the internal diameter on it is 2 1/4 inches. So if you have a wrist, you know, if you're used to what your normal internal diameter is, then that's the length on that, or that's the measurement, 2 1/4. So I do see Draft Horse in at 105. I made mine smaller. Okay, well, there you go. So Jackie was able to make hers smaller. So I would imagine with that memory wire inside it's possible. I just haven't done it, so I don't know. Out to Draft Horse Diva. Okay, thank you, Jackie, and congratulations, Draft Horse Diva. You got that one at 105. Thank you, Jackie. Much appreciated. And thank you, Draft Horse Diva. I have one in the original box. Oh, dang. Draft Horse Diva, that's awesome. Nice fitted box for it. That sounds cool. Oh. All right, well, these little guys, these probably are my favorite. I've now had 4 of these. I had 2 before, but they're pretty rad. Buy a shipping label. I will, don't worry. Perfect for Cleopatra Halloween costume. Oh, totally. Totally. Oh, Gina, yeah, I can grab that and bring that up. The one that has Louise or Lois. I'm always torn there. Yeah. This guy, let's see. I did actually get a pretty good deal on some of these. A couple of the fancy ones I paid up for. A couple of them I didn't have to pay as much for. So this one is 45 bucks. And yeah, I know that's about $100 less than what they sell for. But hey, I got a good deal. I'll pass a good deal along. Why not? Jackie says, well, heck yeah, $45. I'm into that. I'm into that. All right, Jackie, I don't see anybody else in. Give it a second, but I don't see anybody else in. So there are actually 2 of these available. And that one is sold to Jackie at 45. Congratulations, Jackie. You got that. And if you want both of them, let me know. Then you can have them both for 90. Otherwise, there's still one available. Yeah, thank you, Jackie. 90, okay, you got them both. Done deal. There's no longer one available. 45 times 2. Okay, got that. Thank you, Jackie. Yeah, those are pretty rad. Okay, well, coming up next. Now I want to change my price on this one. No, I don't. The Dragonfly, really awesome. There are a couple variations on the Dragonfly that they still make, but they don't make this Dragonfly, which I don't understand why. It's awesome. It's big. It's simple. It's flying straight. The other ones are like curved tails, and I don't know, maybe they're sitting on lily pads or something. But this one's awesome, and it's big. It's not messing around. 4 inches by 3 inches. Way under their asking price for the Dragonflies. Stick a 1 or a 2 on that for these big elaborate pieces, but $95 on that one. And Gina, I will dig down and grab that flapper necklace next. I don't know if you're in a hurry, but we can get that up here next. All right, $95 on the Dragonfly. If somebody's interested, he is a big one. It'd be a great pendant even. Those great eyes. Ooh. All right, I don't see any action on him. Dragonfly going down. Going down. All right, the flapper necklace, Gina. It's 65 inches long. Gina, you causing problems. Bye Bird Boutique. Hello, Robin. Welcome in. Bye Bird Boutique. Gina's not causing problems. Oh my goodness. The beadwork on this is really fabulous. I wish you could see what I can see with the light passing through. I don't know if I can get an angle. Yeah, probably not. Well, the light passing through these is amazing. Really great. Great beadwork, fantastic colors. And you can see the little wedding cake beads on the bottom. Remember, those are pretty banged up. Pretty banged up. Okay. 85 bucks on this one. Let's just get to the bottom line. It's 65 inches long. It's 59 grams. It is circa 1920. And yes, it does have Gina's middle name right there. So I see Gina in at 95 after Jackie started off the bidding at 85. Thank you, Jackie, and thank you, Gina. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna be reversed. The darn vertical format. Reversing things. All right, Gina, I got you at 95. We'll be counting that one down pretty quick here for Gina. It sure is, Jackie. It is Gina's middle name. And I think we're going to call that one sold to Gina at 95. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Gina. Appreciate you both. There you go, Gina. You got that. Awesome. Too cool. Yeah, awesome. Congratulations, Gina. All right. Well, one more smoking good deal here on the jewelry 10 pieces. This one, the lizard, I don't know. I did comps looking at their website. I think the other lizard they had that was comparable was in the 350, 380 range, something like that. Flippin' rad, man. Like, what is even going on here? These little springy, spiny elements on there are just awesome. The tail, super cool. Like, I don't know where you'd want to put him. Stick pin, he'd be great on a hat. Oh yeah, put that stick pin right on that hat. Oh, what a great hat ornament. Yikes. Yikes, yikes. Okay, these are the details. 6 inches. Oh, let's turn that around so you can actually see. 6 inches by 2 inches, 27 grams, and $135 on that one. Nah. On your shoulder, totally. Just stick them right there on the shoulder. You know what? Virginia, I see it in at 135. Absolutely, it is. It's pretty darn amazing. I like him on the shoulder. I don't see any other action on that. So let's call that one to Virginia. Watch out for Timmy. Yeah, right? He'll be all over that. He was, remember on Monday, he was chasing the lizard. All right, that one is sold to Virginia at 135 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Virginia. You got it. And thank you very much. Hello, Pam. Pam, I owe you an apology, and your package is going out express mail this afternoon because I had that in my hold tub, and I saw it this morning and went, oh crap, that was not supposed to be held. So if you're wondering what's going on there, that'll be going out express. And sorry about that. Sorry about that delay. All right, Virginia, you got that at 135. Congratulations. Cool, Pam. Oh, and wow, we're right at 1 hour, and I actually could use a break. No need for express. All right, Pam, well, it'll be going out either way, so sorry about the delay on that one. I'm gonna take a little break. Usually at an hour in, I'm not quite ready for a break, but I am ready. It's been a nice little hour here. It's been a quick little hour moving along. Let me see if I can get something up here in front of you though that I can offer. Oh, bam. UBT, thank you, Tanya. Thank you for dropping the UBT. Okay, sterling silver inlaid butterfly stick pin. That's the union break time item. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to go grab a little food, refresh my coffee. Yikes. And that's it. This is gonna be the $1 starting. The $1 item that we're starting here for union break time. Let me back that camera up just a little bit. Ooh. And let's see. Wow, there we go. All right. Stick pin. All right, I will be back in approximately 3 minutes and 33 seconds. I'm going to get my 5-minute timer here going to give me a little reference for when I get back. How close was I to that mark? Man, get some of my Norma Jean's breakfast Dorito. Ah, all right. $49 people in the house. I see Jackie is out. I see Karen at 37, but I see Pam first at 37. Sunray is out. Grace is back at 38. It's no ball today. No ball right now, bro. Actually, I'll be back in about 20 seconds here. I'm gonna go throw the ball for Buka. Yeah, we didn't get that part of our break. All right, that was a good break. I ate most of an apple. I refreshed my coffee. I threw the ball for Buka. So it's good. I see Pam at 47, or at 46. I see Karen back at 47. Just go, don't need to explain yourself. It's your game. We aren't going anywhere. You can't get rid of us. Ah, darn, Jackie. Thanks for letting me know. All right, I do see Grace at 50. Wow. I got them treasure hunter tools going today. Karen is back at 51. You got that right, Jackie, says Mama Chola. Pam is out. So I have Karen at 51. Oh, well, thanks, Jackie. Thank you so much for that. Grace, apples with peanut butter are great. That's a great. Honey crisp apples with peanut butter are really, really awesome. All right, Pam is out. I see Karen at 51. Let's count that one down for Karen. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sold to Karen at 51. Congratulations, Karen. Thank you very much, and thank you everybody for being here. Honeycrisp apples are awesome, yeah. Wow, amazing how much better I feel after that. Yikes. Yeah, Fuji's used to be my favorite until the Honeycrisp hit my radar. Well, whatever that was, it's gone now. Oh, this one's sweet. The Ladybug. If anybody was waiting for the Ladybug, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. The Ladybug stick pin, wow, it's awesome. Great whimsical. It's a great whimsical one. Again, that would be great on a beanie. It's 14 grams. It's 3 inches by 2 inches, 1.5 inches tall. Look at the price. $48 on that. $48. I could not find a comp for this one. I don't know if it's discontinued or just out of season. Maybe it's not Ladybug season, but it's pretty rad. I was thinking it would go great. If you could get it on a chain, probably be a great pendant. I see Grace is in at 48. Have you eaten a grapple? No, Gina. I want to try a grapple though. That sounds great. I was getting some stink eye from the I think I was just telling you about the workers that I had asked if they could slow down. Well, they just left and they were giving me some stink eye. Karen, I am holding Canadian orders, yes. I'm actually going to go check with UPS, the UPS store, and just see. That one is sold to Deb. or to Grace at 48. Grace, I see you. I don't see any other action, so we're going to count that one down. Call that to Grace. Sold. Yeah, Karen, I was going to check with UPS and just see what their options are, depending on how long the strike goes. So thank you, Grace. I hope you enjoy that. That's a sweet ladybug. No grappling. Have you had cotton candy grapes? They have them here in Indiana. Oh, cool. Big meeting today, I think. Oh, well, good. I hope they're able to put their heads together and work out a plan. Yeah, the cotton candy grapes they're really good. Sometimes, you know, I've had some batches where they're just grapes. They're, you know, a little bit sour, maybe a little hint of cotton candy flavor. But when you get them and they're hitting just right, man, it tastes like biting into a juicy cotton candy. It's really crazy. All right, pretty exceptional Cocapelli. I like this Cocapelli's boots. And I like this. I just like the unique design of this Cocapelli. Karen, there are even more delays at the border because of the shutdown. Yep. Yeah, and I wasn't sure how that was affecting other carriers. If that even had an effect on UPS, on FedEx, or not. So I was going to go check with them and see. Yeah, this is pretty exceptional. I got a really good deal on it. It's 2.5 inches, it's 12 grams, and I'm only asking 46 bucks. And that's because I got a really good deal on it. I know it's worth much more than that, but I'm also happy to, once USPS gets it, it's fast. I like that, Karen. All right, I see Pam is right in on that at 46. Be looking for someone to come back at 48 or better. Or we'll be counting this one down to Pam. Mama Choli never said what color barrette you want. I already have a few made up. Oh, you better get that figured out. Mama Chola. Gina doesn't mess around either. Let me tell you. If she's got something ready for you, she's got it ready for you. Pam. I don't see any other action on that. Let's call that one sold to you at 46. Congratulations, Pam, and thank you very much. Okay, well, I need to test that. Victorian cameo ring that I thought was 10 karat. I offered it on Monday as 10 karat, but I think it's actually 14. I'm like, dang. I almost gave that one away. Okay. Beautiful ballerina. I wanted to say sterling. It's not. Boucher design. Unsigned Marcel Boucher design. Very distinct box chest on the dancer. Which is a Marcel Boucher design. It's 2 inches by 2 inches. It's 9 grams. And I had $46 on it, but last night I dropped it and it literally went tumbled all the way across the floor, and I saw it shoot out at least one stone. I think it shot that stone out, and I think there's another one possibly missing. Yeah, right here in the center. So I'm dropping it 10 bucks, $36. Basically, I'm basically selling it for what I bought it for, because I damaged it. I couldn't find the stones. I'm like, man, I don't know where they went. But there you go. So it's 36 bucks. It's a beauty. It's still a great price. I mean, it's still a beautiful piece. Just needs a couple stones replaced. Gina, I see ya. You got it, Gina. Sold to Gina at 36. Congratulations. And yeah, I'm glad that she only lost a couple stones and didn't actually break, because man, it was quite the tumble. I'm just not a pink girl. I figured brown would be natural for the fall. Totally good fall color. Yeah, she's a ballerina, but last night she was a gymnast. She did like maybe 10, 12 cartwheels all the way across the floor. All right. I didn't look to see if they have any of these. I didn't see anything comparable. But again, jewelry 10. This one's a shopping bag. Holy moly. Like, how cool is that? I like the action in it myself. I like that little tassel. Like, what a lively little piece. Wow, I'm just tossing my bags all over the place here. That one, it's 3 inches, so it hangs 3 inches from the top to the bottom of the tassel. It's $34. I'm thinking maybe I have the wrong bag here. That was 38, now 34. $34 on the shopping bag, the jewelry 10 purse. If you like it, that's the price. Dancer sounds dangerous. That dancer had a lot of energy, I'll tell you that much. No, the lambada, that's dangerous, right? Gina, I see ya at 34. Gina's gonna be sporting the fanciest bag in town. All right, I don't see any other action. Let's count that one down and call that for Gina in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Gina, you got, oh, I do see Eldine in before the sold. So I do have Eldine at 36. Let me retract that. And Martha's also in at 36. Gina is power bidding to 49. Holy moly. Oh no, Gina may have made a little mistake there. Gina is bidding at 40. We are now looking for 42 or better. Hello, Martha. Welcome in. I see Eldine back at 42. And Jackie's in at 42 as well. Gina's back at 45, just ahead of Jackie. Jackie's back at 50. And Gina's back at 55. Break out that popcorn, folks. We got a little auction action. I'm gonna have a little sip of my coffee. Thank you for that. I see Eldine in at 60. Gina's back at 65. Jackie was in at 60 also. I see Jackie in at 70. It is very cute, Karen. Yeah, very, very unusual for the pieces that I found. Gina is out. We have Jackie at 70. Congratulations, Jackie. You're gonna get that one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Jackie at 70. Congratulations and thank you very much, Jackie. And thank you, Gina and Eldine. Well, I'll be putting more jewelry 10 on the radar. It looks like you guys like the jewelry 10, so good to know. And that makes me very happy because I like it too. So, never quite know. I was talking to Tanya about this. You know, this business requires a lot of risk and a lot of action. And we buy things all the time without knowing whether or not we're going to be able to sell them. But that risk is without that risk, there is no reward. So thank you for helping reward my risk. Very much appreciated. All right, these really exceptional sterling silver moonstone screwback earrings. The flash in the moonstone is very directionally oriented. This one you can see a good flash from the front. This one from the front, high level of transparency, and the flash you pick it up over on the side here somewhere. So yeah, there we go. Nice blue moonstone flash in there. Beautiful moonstone. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate you guys. They're just really exceptional. I did buy these from another YouTuber, and got a pretty good deal, and I'm happy to offer a good deal as well. So $65 on these. 53 people here, 53 thumbs up. Yo, yeah. Thank you, Mama Chola. Thank you for that. Thank you for the heads up and the reminder. Yeah, really exceptional moonstone in these. Totally grace. Yep. I remember that 10 years ago, realizing that I was sacrificing my happiness for safety in the world, and not wanting to take the risks that not willing to take the risks that I should have been taking at the time. So yeah, in life in general, you gotta take some risks often to reap rewards. All right, I don't see any action on those at 65. That's okay, because I actually had $80 on those originally, and that's as low as I'm gonna go. Just the stones alone are worth that. Beautiful. Beautiful moonstones. Okay, some more exceptional beads. These ones, I think these are Czech foil. Geez, but they could be Japanese. They could even be American. Regardless, the color on them is great. And that the foil work in here, the little opalescent patches with the foil backed accent, really exceptional. 23 beads in all. As a necklace, it would measure about, you're doing what you love, right? I am, Rhonda. Absolutely. Yep. There was a time when I was in this business asking myself, what the heck am I doing here? And I didn't love it. But I was also doing things entirely differently. Did you sell the Cocapelli made out of stones? Sundry, I'm not remembering that Cocapelli right now. So I probably did, but I'm not, it's not hitting my radar right now. So, okay, the beads. I'm selling them as beads, kind of like the last ones. I figured these would make great earrings. I also think they'd be an awesome necklace if they were restrung. There's 23 beads, and $2 a bead makes it $45 or $46, so a little bit less. $45 on that if you like those beads. Want to have them restrung or make them into earrings. I think they'd be awesome earrings. Honestly, that's where I'd be going with them. Might have been someone else. It could have been Sunray. Yeah. Was it a brooch? So $45 on those if somebody's interested. Oh, the heart ring. This is awesome. Much better than waiting for an eBay order, right? Yeah, totally, Francis. Yep. I would like to talk about that. I would like to talk about my experience and all that at some point, because things have changed so much in 25 years of doing this business, and 27 years of being on eBay. Yeah, so much has changed, so much that I could talk about This ring is freaking awesome. Someone had this vision in their mind, and they made it happen. It's bird or bug wings on the back of a ring. Yeah, check it out. They're like, I think they're like angel wings, you know, stylized, and they could have been soldered together originally right there. Kind of hard to tell, but it's awesome. It's 15 grams. It's a size 7 with the wings how they are right now, but clearly it's adjustable. And it's actually very complete. Yeah, Kim, I think they're upside down cowrie shells. $46 is what I had on this one. But you know what? 40 just sounds so much better. $40 on that one. If you like it as much as I like it, cowrie shells represent a lot of positive things, says Jamie. Yeah, there's a lot of symbolism going on with this one. I don't necessarily know exactly what they were reaching for on that one. Hello, Painted Pony. Welcome in. Man, I did a good job inking up my hands today. Those shells were used for money, says Kim. Yeah, early currency. Early currency. All right, that one's not going. That one was about to go down, but I see Jackie is in at 40. You're going to get that one, Jackie. Sold to Jackie in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Jackie. You got that. Change that price. 40. Jackie. Oh, okay. That one went down. That one went down. Oh, there was one more. The octopus. No way. Really? I must have been a little bit crazy. That ring was totally made with love. I mean, you know, sometimes I'm not the best at picking up hints, and I get the hint on that one. Love was the overall theme. Oh, man. Speaking of love, I love this pillowcase. I haven't seen Vanessa here today, but I got this from Vanessa Heron. And I think it's just awesome. I still need to find the right little pillow for it. Thank you for that, Vanessa. Okay, there was another jewelry 10-piece in here I forgot about. And it's freaking fantastic. Today is World Octopus Day. Wow, Jamie, well, look at this. I'm allergic to that pillowcase, lol, right? Oh, thank you, Monique. It's in need of being redecorated. The jewelry jars are going today. Some of them are going back, and some of them I sold. So, yeah, look for the cabinet to be rearranged, hopefully by the next show. Well, thank you, Virginia. I appreciate that. Okay, the octopus. Dang, I don't remember the comps for these guys. I think 185 was what they had their octopus for. $75 is what I'm asking for this one. $75. He is 2.5 inches by 2 inches. He weighs 15 grams, and that is the price. And Grace is right in on that at 75. I see it, Grace. We'd be looking for 80 or better pretty quick. Hi, Jen. A big shout out to you and Joe. 1K. Congrats. Well earned, right, Jamie? Yeah, congratulations, Jen. Hitting that 1,000 mark it feels great. It's a big deal, huh? All right, I don't see any other action on that one. Let's count that one down to Grace. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to you, Grace, at 75. Congratulations. And thank you very much, Grace. I am an antique furniture oak fiend. I see no reason to buy new furniture with all the treasures available. I was just talking to Justin about that last night. He's trying to figure out logistically what works for him. And I was trying to tell him, you know, my latest equation for how I want to spend my energy is largely based in time. You know, that's one resource that really a lot of times doesn't get accounted for. And so I was talking to him. I'm like, I would love to deal in a lot of larger objects, but, you know, I was running over a little scenario with him on my experience shopping. I go out shopping. I've put in 2 hours of shopping, and I know about what my profit margin is going to be in that. And I'm like, yeah, and I could take that same 2 hours and buy a $200 table, move it to my truck, and transport it home and hope to sell it for $500. And hey, yeah, there's $300 to be made there. Absolutely. $300 easy, no problem. But to make that $300, it's going to cost me about 2 hours of my time. Like that's not worth it. It's a really bad trade-off. If I could take that same 2 hours and invest maybe $1,000 and make $2,500 out of that, then, you know, I've made $1,500 in that amount of time. But then there's the amount of time it takes to sell it, transport it. And I'm like, yeah, so you're going to transport this back, you're going to sell it, you might have to deliver it. All these things are inputs. Time, gas, pictures, packing, all of them, Francis, all of them. And so I was trying to tell him, like, my number one, my highest priority input is time. How much time is this going to take? You know, is it worth the time? And it's a really hard juggling act to figure out. Okay, again, J. Strongwater. Could be J. Strongwater, could not be. This is actually very similar to a Kenneth Lane cicada design, but the construction is not reminiscent of Kenneth Lane. But the look, very much so. It's 2 1/4 inches by 1 inch. It weighs 12 grams. It's great for personal furnishing, not easy to handle and store furniture. No, it's not, Kim. It takes a lot of space. Yeah. So this one's beautiful. This one is $28. Yeah, well, you know what, Jen? A lot of that support, you've paid that forward. I tell you what, just your constant presence and your sharing of knowledge here, you have paid so much forward that you have a lot coming back to you in return just on that note, the way I see it. Deborah Barnes, I see you at 28. I don't see anybody else. So let's call that one sold to Deborah at 28. Congratulations, Deborah. Yeah, I'm really happy for you, Jen. Speaking of risk and reward in life, I know for you to retire and do YouTube full time was a huge risk for you. So I really hope that you reap the rewards of that, because I respect the risk and I respect the grind, because I see how much you guys work at it, and I know personally how much of a risk it is to do what you're doing. So congratulations and a job well done. Alrighty, well, I still have quite a few things here, and things are rolling along okay. Yeah, that's a big deal too. I know, like, I'd never really imagined that, like starting YouTube. What will it be like? What will it be like to hit 1,000 subs and then hitting it? It's like, wow. It's a ride, I tell ya. I spend a crazy amount of time on jewelry, at least a few hours a day at least. Same, Melly. Yeah. And hello, Melly. Welcome in. Melly's awesome. If you guys don't know who Melly is, you guys should go over there and check out Melly's channel, because Melly has great jewelry, great prices. Melly has a great attitude in general. Serving it real is how Melly does it. Hello. Oh, Elizabeth K. Thanks again for the love. Yeah. Did you pop back in here, Elizabeth? Oh, yeah. What's up, Elizabeth? Are you doing beaded pieces? Yes, Virginia. I am going to do the beaded pieces. This one, I thought it was Swarovski. It's some other brand, H. I don't know who they are. They're 7.5 on the cone. They're fun, they're costume. They're $13. If you like them, if you like a little extra bling, here are the details. 7.5 on the cone, 2.5 inch internal diameter, and 47 grams. If you like a little extra bling, these are the thing. Deborah, I see you at 13. We're not going to wait around. We're going to call those sold to Deb at 13. Congratulations, Deborah. You got them. I like a little bit of bling like that. All right, a couple more pieces before I get down into the beaded section. Gold filled. I believe this is an Eastern Star. Design, really nice engraved bracelet. It does have a safety chain that needs to be reconnected. And I think I can reconnect that. I think I can reconnect that one before I ship it. Here are the details on that one. It's a 6.75 on the cone. Internal diameter is 2.25 inches by 2 inches, and it's a 1/2 inch wide. So yeah, you got 2.25 inches by 2 inches. And the price on that one, I had 60, let's just make it 50 bucks. If you like it, 50 bucks is the price. It's not as blingy as Gina, right? It doesn't have the presence that Gina has, I think. Gina has quite a presence. Draft Horse Diva, I see you in at 50. And I don't see anyone else in here. So let's count that one down. Count that one down for Draft Horse Diva at 50 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Draft Horse Diva. That's fantastic. I think you're going to be super happy with that one. In great condition. She is a class act, I gotta say. Absolutely. And you know, Gina might come with a little bit of salt. That's okay. I think people need to have that. You know, we need to have a little balance. Speaking of a little bit of salt, here's a little salt spoon from Miami, Florida. It says Miami in the bowl, says Florida on the handle. If you have a salt dish that needs a spoon, this one's 10 bucks. It is sterling silver. Looks like it's English there. Some English hallmarks, or maybe it's Gorham. Those Gorham hallmarks have that same look as well. Don't know, but either way, it's $10. Elizabeth Johnson, I see ya. Elizabeth's probably got a salt dish for it. Ready to roll. That one's sold to Elizabeth in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Sweet little spoon. Ah, darn it, Eldine. I see Eldine in at 12, but I had already called that one Eldine. Can't wait to find all the good stuff in the totes, Melly. You know what? You guys should just swap totes. Here, I'll ship you a tote. You ship me a tote. Let's see what we find. Thank you, Elizabeth. Congratulations. And sorry, Eldine. I get things moving along here and I just keep on rolling. Okay, this right here, I couldn't find Pilon, but this thing's flipping rad. It's really cool. It's leather. It's got like a silver metallic paint, or I don't know what, this is probably a paint on it. It's really cool. And I probably paid more for this than I should have, but I thought it was pretty rad. I'm looking to get 50 bucks for it. If you like it, like I like it, and 50 works for you, then I'm gonna put this thing on. It's just cool. Yeah. Not sure it really goes with the turquoise shell necklace, but there you go. Wow, that's rad. Okay, you know what? 50 kind of, I feel kind of silly. How about 35? Totally 80s. Yeah, total 80s vibe. If somebody likes it for 35, that's the price. And it's cool. It's got this little push button clasp, and it is signed a Pilon. Clearly somebody was into that. Been fantastic at a rave, right? Well, it almost looks like this center section, you could almost stash something in there. I'm gonna put some, I don't know what you put in there. But if somebody likes it for 35, that's the price. If somebody is watching the playback and notices an item that didn't sell and you're interested in it, feel free to email me. I'm gonna drop my email in the chat right here. ravenschest33@gmail.com. Just send me an email and say, hey, I saw that thing for this much. If it's still available, I want it. And I'll reply. I'll send you a message saying, yes, it's available. Here's an invoice. Or no, sorry, somebody already got it. So there you go. All right, lots of costumey bling here. Rope necklaces with rhinestones. But first, I'm gonna grab some of the beaded jewelry because I know there were a couple requests to see these things, and man, they are just fabulous. All right, first, not the modern stuff, back into the deco era. Maybe you guys know, have a little bit better idea what's going on here. I feel like this was a headdress piece. You know, that's what I think's going on here. I don't know. I've had a couple different weigh-ins. It is missing its fringe from one end, clearly, and the other two ends have their fringe. And I don't know what is exactly going on here, but I thought it was awesome. I paid 30 bucks for it. I'm just looking to get my 30 bucks back out of it if somebody else wants it, thinks it's as awesome as I do, and maybe has an idea of what's going on. Looks lovely on you. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, I think that actually, I would be inclined to wear it this way, but I know it's not. That's not the way that it was made to be worn. Screw back flower earrings, please, Eldine. Screw back flower earrings. The silver moonstone ones, Eldine? Oh, are you talking about the bag of the stuff that was in the bag of treasures? I didn't get any of that stuff. But I can actually, I didn't buy any of that, but I can pull those. I know you had said that you were interested in those. I can pull those out and get a price for you. So I'll send you an email on those, Eldine. But yeah, 30 bucks on that if somebody's interested. I just thought it was pretty fabulous. I did show the moonstone. Yeah, the moonstone ones. It looks French to me. Yeah, it could be Mama Chola. I'm not sure. Not really sure. I was saying, I think that's the one she wants, honey. Thank you, Melly. Yeah, I think if it's those moonstone ones, yeah, I have those right here. All right. Well, there they are, Eldine. Sterling silver and moonstone, and the price on those was $80. They are quite sweet. Hello, Steph. Welcome in. Steph sells stuff by the seashore. How you doing? Yeah. There they are, Eldine. A nice blue flash. Nice straight on flash from one. And the other one, a little, I don't remember where the angle is here. It's got a good blue flash at the right angle. There we go. So, yeah. And those are 80, Eldine. If you're interested, just hit 80 in the chat and you got them. And holy moly, I feel like I should grab a bust for these because, man, they lay so nicely. Yeah, those are fantastic. Wow. So these, not only did they look great from the front, flowers and leaf over blue stone. Okay. Eldine, I'll find the ones that you're looking for. And I'll get a price for you, because yeah, my friend will be happy with that. Usually when you drop stuff off, I'll grab, half or more of it. Suitable for framing, absolutely, Steph. Yeah. I wish you could see again what I'm seeing. Well, let's just I don't know if it's going to translate, but the light coming through the beads, light passing through the beads, they just light up and they basically glow. Yeah, they're fantastic. They're just wonderful works of art. I think, honestly, I wouldn't wear them, but I would. Yeah, Steph, let me see. See if the flashlight will work to get that. I'm afraid it might just be too bright. Oh, there we go. You can kind of see. See if I can get a low amount of light to come through there. Well, you can get kind of an idea. It's almost too bright though. There you go. You can see that it just lights up. Like these backlit framed, wow, they would be incredible. But they are what they are. They're beautiful works of art. If you saw her website, you'd see that, this would probably be $1,100 to $1,300. And honestly, I get it. Her style is so unique. You have tribal vibes. You got MC Escher vibes. And she uses a traditional peyote stitch, which is what Native Americans are known for doing their beadwork with. So, $1,100 somewhere else. And I was gonna ask $350 for this, but I don't have to. I'm gonna ask half that, $175. Like silly good price. And part of that was because this is an experiment. I'm not sure how these pieces will be received. So taking a little risk here. Her name, Melly, is Madeline Ricks. She is a contemporary glass artist. She does jewelry, and she's more well known for sculpture. Yeah, some of her sculpture work with this bead, with the peyote stitch, is really incredible. She makes vessels. I see Virginia's in at 175. Thank you, Virginia. Yeah, I agree, Mama Chola. Smart move. I think, you know, I actually got a pretty good price on these, and I was really happy to be able to offer them at a good price. So if nobody else is in at 180 or better, let's call that for Virginia. And I'm glad to know that other people appreciate these. So you got that, Virginia. Sold at 175, which, thank you. I made a little bit of money on it, and I feel like that's a fantastic deal. So I hope you really enjoyed that. That one was my favorite in the group, but the other, I actually bought 3 of them that have the same style, and I bought a 4th as well that I'm pretty sure is her work. If not, it's on the same level. But let's just go straight to that one. This one, a bib. What the heck? Wow. It's a bib with inlaid quartz. So you've got quartz pebbles, faceted quartz beads, all incorporated into this really cool mesh collar. And this one, man, I told the guy that I wasn't sure about this stuff. I didn't know how well it would be received. And he gave me a good price on a few of these because he's like, here, take them, try them out. See. And so $95 on that one. I got a good price. I'm happy to pass along that good price. So a little bit of Cleopatra vibe going on there. Totally, Jamie. I do see there's one section where right here, there is one split from stone to stone that's open there. So yes, Grace, I can. I'm gonna put it on right now because it's got a great presence. Let's see, it doesn't go great with my turquoise, but wow. Maybe it's all the quartz in there, but it just feels nice. Feels nice. And you know what? The price on that, 95, that doesn't feel nice. How about 75? That feels nicer. Yeah, it's cool, and it plays really nicely with the light. Like all the contours in the fabric, the bead fabric, plays great. And then all the different quartz in there. Wow. Cool piece. I figured you'd like that one, Elizabeth. Yeah. It's pretty fabulous. And then it's got even the little quartz toggle clasp there. Madeline Ricks. Yep. All right. I don't see any action on that one. That's all right. That's good for a lampshade, right, Steph? It's a totally good lampshade. It could even be one of those little beach hats, you know? A shade visor. Yeah, that has a really nice feel to it. I think whoever ends up with that's going to be pleasantly surprised with the presence that it has. Okay, this one, the colors on this are rad. And I like how she's actually known for these brooches. It seems like she sells a lot of the brooches, and she incorporated the brooch design as an accent on this. Oh my goodness. The geometric deco vibes on that. So, wow, super cool. Great piece. Again, you know, she's selling these for, and she's selling them. That's the thing. You look on, I think it's Only Glass or Glass. I think it's Only Glass where she's featured, and they're selling these. They're not just for sale. Most of the ones that they have are sold. They're gone. You know, $1,100, $1,400, crazy. The amount of work that goes into these is insane. This one, again, experimental, got a really good price. $130 for this one. I think that's probably a third of what you would expect to find low-end retail, if you can even find the pieces. So, and she is featured in their glass beads, yeah. She is featured in about a 2 dozen or less galleries nationwide. Otherwise, you're not gonna find her pieces out there. I see Virginia in at 130, and I see Grace in at 135. And this one has a sterling vermeil tube clasp on it. They all had nice sliding tube, like a trombone clasp. Really nice, really nicely done. I see Virginia at 140. Please remember to have one kind piece of all done in native stitching. Right, Mama Chola. She uses a peyote stitch, which creates that really nice design and glass beads. And she's inspired by tribal influences from around the world, African, Native American, and she's also, there's also a very strong Art Deco element to them. And like the last necklace, a very clear MC Escher tribute as well, which she actually has a pair, is it earrings or a brooch? She actually has an MC Escher piece. It says Escher in it. So, you know, it looks like Escher because it is Escher. Doug, did you agree with my comment about quality? Sherry, let me go back up and see. Such a tight weave too, and you know what? Yes, she only uses Japanese beads, all Japanese glass beads, and the stitch is exceptional. She's a renowned artist in the world of glass beadwork, and you can see it. You can see it in the work. I mean, just the design and the execution are impeccable. All right, I see Grace at 165. Virginia is out. Let's call that one. Sold to Grace at 165. Congratulations, Grace. And yeah, I sincerely believe that I'm giving amazingly good deals. Not just based on what the retail is, what they're asking, but based on what I'm seeing. The work of art that I'm looking at right now is so impressive. And for $165, I feel like that's a steal of a deal. So, thank you, Grace. And thank you, Virginia, as well. And thank you everybody for appreciating these pieces. Something so far outside of what I usually gravitate towards. It's nice to know that they're appreciated. So thank you. All right, the last one. The last one, wow. The colors on this one are really rad. This one's got fall vibes all over it. Like, man, right now, this is the one. Great weave. That peyote stitch allows for dimensional elements, and that's what you're seeing right here. You get that 3D, the 3D line here on the border. Actually, watching the peyote stitch being done is really satisfying. So there's probably YouTube channels out there where people are just doing that stitching all day long, and people are like, wow, that's great. But this one, really great colors on it. What can I say? $115. Paid a little bit less because it's a little less fancy. It doesn't have the same elements, but it is all the other pieces were, and then some in the design. This one also has that tube hinge and really rad. What a rad design there. I see Grace at 115, Virginia at 130. Grace is back at 135. This will match Mama's hat from Gina. Nice, Deborah. Virginia's back at 140. You know, Mama Chola, I do too. Yeah. And I went back and forth when I was buying them. I almost didn't buy them because I just didn't know. But I love the quality of them so much that I couldn't leave them. So I see Virginia at 150. Deborah, these are my colors. Deborah, I agree. I think these colors are great. Made me think of Tanya, actually, because a little bit of that orange in there. Yep, it's good to know, Mama Chola. Indeed, Virginia's at 160. Like that. Is that bead or macrame? It's bead, Karen. Yeah, it's all glass seed beads. They're Japanese glass seed beads. Done in a peyote stitch. And it's she's a modern artist. Her name is Madeline Ricks. Madelyn, if I remember right. Madeline Ricks. And she's a contemporary glass bead artist. Pretty well known for sculpture. She does wall hangings and these 3D vessels that are like a cone that have that stitch that are really, really pretty awesome. Mama Chola, I think they would look great framed under glass. In fact, a lot of her beadwork is done framed. She has a monarch butterfly that's done, and yeah, it's a framed piece. All right, I see Virginia at 190. Grace is back at 195. Thank you, ladies. Appreciate your appreciation. Virginia's back at 200. Yeah, and Karen, they were all really nicely fabricated with these trombone style slide clasps. And I like how the pattern and color are different on each side. Nice asymmetric design. So yeah, these beautiful trombone style tube clasps. They have that little spring in there for nice added tension. So they go on and they slide in and they stay on. I see Virginia at 220. Can you put it on? Of course I can, Grace. Yeah, these actually, they lay so nice. Yeah, they flatten out so nicely. I'm not sure it really matches what I'm wearing. I don't have that I don't have that vibe going, but there you go. You can kind of see what's going on with that. And look at how they catch the light. Man, they just glisten. It's like they're wet. Let me see if I should actually backlight this one as well, because some of those colors that come through are pretty impressive. Turn that light down. There you go. Get a little bit better pop on that. I see Virginia at 250. It's because yeah, totally. Her pieces, like, I looked through all of the pieces I could find, and I didn't see one that I didn't like. The Monarch was a little bit routine, but the artwork involved in making it was just incredible. Like, man, it's all seed beads, Priscilla. Yeah, it is all. They're peyote stitched Japanese glass seed beads. And the artist's name is Madeline Ricks. Yeah, look at that. Like a metallic shine on those. And her ability to tie together patterns and colors is really, really something amazing. You know, the first necklace I saw was the Escher one, and I went, wow, it's got deco vibes, it's got African vibes, it's got some Native American vibes, all of them. And then I was reading about her. That's what they're saying. She has input from tribal. She has tribal vibe input from around the world. She uses a traditional peyote stitch, and she has pieces that are actually named Escher. Like, wow, all those elements right there together. All right, Grace is out to Virginia. I see Virginia at 300. Congratulations, Congratulations, Virginia, and thank you, Grace. We're gonna call that one sold. Whoa, all right. Fingers got a little squirrely there. Sale 330, no, sold 300. All right. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for appreciating those. Whew. If I'm being honest, if you want to know the real reality of being a reseller, I'm relieved. Thank you. Risk paid off. And thank you very much, Grace. I hope you wear them, and I hope you wear that and just absolutely love it, because, man, it is fabulous. And thank you, Madeline Ricks, for your amazing artwork. Wearable art. Say her name one more time, Madeline Ricks. Hopefully I'm getting, I'd watch it be Madison Trips, or no, it's Madeline Ricks. Congrats, I missed that. Oh, you'd missed it, Jackie. You did. It's already bagged up and gone. Show again. I can bring it back and show it again. Now it's just torture, though, Jackie. Jeez. But I don't mind showing that wonderful work of art one more time. Oh my goodness. So much going on there. Don't look, Jackie, they're already sold. Okay. It sold. Yeah, it did, Jackie. It sold indeed. Well, this is pretty freaking exceptional. Nice, big. I think these are garnet glass. Sometimes it's hard to tell with these. We're going with garnet glass on these. And on a 17-inch multi-strand chain, triple strand chain there. The pendant's 1 1/4 inches wide. It hangs 1 1/2 inches. The total weight on this is 14 grams. The price for the chain with the pendant is $75. I'm at work, so I'm trying to stay on the auction. Oh, dang, Jackie. Well, I'll try to slow the roll. Yes, this one is sterling silver, Elizabeth. And there's that chain, and this pendant's really, really exceptional. The color, it's got some dark red. It's got some nice eye appeal to it. Garnet cluster, Sherry, I'm pretty sure they're garnet glass. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just garnet colored glass. I don't think they're natural garnets. Yeah, they're pretty darn. Oh, shoot. Well, if they are natural, they're clean. They're very clean. And they do have a little bit of that flash of orange in them that you don't tend to see with the glass, but garnet's magnetic. Melly. That sounds like fun, Melly. Yeah. How magnetic? Oh, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit there. Jeez. Yeah, I think they are garnets there, Melly. If that's, I mean, I'm feeling a little attraction there. Made me think, geez, what's going on with that pendant? Nah, the pendant's good. All right, 75 on that one, nobody in. Down it goes. Down it goes to 65. How's that? And 65. Wow, that can throw someone off when using magnet for initial metal test, right? It sure can, Sherry. Karen, I see Karen's in at 65. You got that, Karen. Oh, I see Eldine's in at 65 also. All right. We might have a little auction action here. I'll give that one a minute or two. If somebody wants to come back, Eldine or somebody else be looking for 70 or better. Otherwise, we'll call that one. All right, we see Eldine in at 70. I do have a Presidium. I heard you like your Presidium. I heard you like it so much you call it Prissy. Sherry, is that true? I do have a Presidium. I love my Presidium for diamonds. And I love it for indicators of not glass as well. All right, I see Karen is out. Eldine's at 80. Let's call that one for Eldine. In a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Eldine. There is a good reason right there to follow Melly's jewelry box, right? For sure, Elizabeth Johnson. And that's a good reminder. If you guys are not following Melly at Melly's jewelry box, then please go over to Melly's. Melly, please drop your link in here so people can go over and subscribe to your channel. Thank you, Eldine. Thank you, Karen. Got that one sold to Eldine. All righty. I don't know if somebody was on the fence on this one and price made a difference, but I'm gonna drop this to 50. I think I paid more than that for it. But if somebody wants that for 50, that will be your last chance to get it, because if it doesn't sell, then it's going somewhere. It already has a plan. So just throwing that out there. Hello, Leslie. Welcome in. Leslie at Black Dog Vintage. All right, Gina, you got it. You got that, Gina. We're not going to wait for anything else. They're sold to Gina at 50. Congratulations, Gina. That one is yours. My security software thinks your voice is AI generated. This is cracking me up. Ah, my secret's out. Darn it. Don't tell anybody. All right, you got that one, Gina. Thank you. And this was pretty interesting. A big change of pace here. Prussian, let's see. Prussia-Austrian War of the 1860s, I guess it was. Prussia/Germany was ultimately victorious, and in their victory, in their plunder, they took cannons from Austria and melted them down and turned them into some of these medals, commemorative Prussian war medals from the late 1800s. This one's in pretty good condition. Comps on these, $175 or so on eBay. The one that I could find that was like this didn't have a fob, didn't have a vest chain attached to it, and it was $175. I will, if this doesn't sell, I'll just list it and see what happens, because these types of items do tend to sell fairly. They have a good sell-through rate, if you know what that means. But if somebody here likes it and you want it, it's $50. $50 on that one. If that's your vibe, if that's a great deal. If you're a reseller, there's some room on that one still. And again, I actually bought it because it wasn't so much the metal, it was the chain. The chain's pretty darn exceptional. I would have paid what I paid for the whole thing just for the chain. So absolutely, it's a piece of history, Mama Chola. Absolutely. And there's the history buffs out there. You know, some of them, that's what they do. Of the metal collectors out there. Yep. Prussian, it is a Prussian metal. Okay, into some bling. I bought a whole stack. This stuff was all tangled up together. Oh, Elizabeth, I see you. All right, you got that. Yeah, Prussia/Germany, Elizabeth. All right, let's just call that one sold to Elizabeth. Make it official. Thank you, Elizabeth. Okay, I bought 3 of these necklaces. They're 68 inches long. 2 of them have rhinestones, like this. One of them has faceted hematite looking rhinestones, or they could be hematite, I'm not quite sure. I just paid $2,500 for a 14 karat one, 35 gram. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I want to see pictures of that, Melly. You know, I don't know if you found that, Jackie, but Jackie's been looking for a gold watch chain also, and I haven't seen what you're looking for, Jackie, in about 6 months. And the last one I saw got melted. Dang, I wish I would have known you then. That's less than $72 a gram, plus it's antique, it's lunch fun. Nice, Melly. Good for you. Well, you know what? Your experience and your willingness to take a risk is paying off, Melly. Yeah, and I still have people reaching out to me about that locket. So if you want to bring that around, I think you might have a couple buyers for that. But yeah, these blingy necklaces, very much in that same, the long opera length flapper vibe that we had going on earlier. Oh, let's see. It's 68 inches long. This one weighs 88 grams. There are two of these. This one's 68 inches long and it weighs 89 grams. So they were pretty close on those. Nice, Elizabeth. Well, that's perfect. And let's see, I have $39. I was asking $39 for one of these, but I'm just gonna ask $39 for both. So, oh no, I had this one at 36. I don't know, one was 39, one was 36. It tells you how pricing works sometimes. So 39 for both of those. Martha, I see you in at 39. And if no one else comes back at 41 or better really quick, Martha, you're gonna get those sold to Martha at 39 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sold. Congratulations. Send one to a friend. I like that. All right, Martha, thank you and congratulations. You got those. And I have the hematite version, the non-clear crystal version of it as well. This one is 68 inches long. This one's heavier, 92 grams. So, but there you can see the stones are more of a hematite, marcasite look. They could just be rhinestones as well with that look. Well. Wow, I'm 50-50 on that. Yeah, they do look like hematite. So. And that one's 20 bucks. We give me my $6 shipping to Jackie Deb. I will do that. Deb, give shipping to Jackie. Deb, shipping to Jackie. Yeah, Jackie will be getting a credit for you there because Jackie's international, Deb, but I got you on that for sure. So yeah, this one's $20. $20 on that one if someone is interested. $20. Martha has a request. Martha, you got that at 20. And yeah, Martha, I did see a request. I was gonna say you could swap it out. I'll tell you what, Martha. I'm just gonna give you this one. Sold to Martha for $0. And I'm gonna throw that in with the other ones, Martha. Request granted and disregarded simultaneously. Yeah, congratulations, Martha. I don't know if I can fit that in the bag with the other ones. We'll make it work. Get in there, you. There you go. You got them. You got them all, Martha. Oh, thank you, Eldine. Yeah, you know, sometimes I'm just feeling it. And honestly, you guys here, Tanya, and all of you guys have helped me see a different way of being. I'm not naturally a gifty person. I'm not into getting gifts. I'm not into giving gifts. So giving is not something that, giving things is not something that I naturally do. And that's something that I've learned, honestly, being here on YouTube. And it's beyond rewarding. So for those of you who know, you know, you already knew. I was missing the boat on that. So well, cool, Martha. Awesome. That right there makes it worth it. So I'm getting all emotional here. But yeah, this is a wonderful place. And having wonderful people here is what makes it wonderful. So thank you. You know, I miss my break, Eldeem, but honestly, I'm almost through everything that I had for today. So I might just power through here, get to the end, recap the couple things that didn't sell, and then I might pop back on later. I was talking to Tanya this morning and told her, you know, I think I might start doing a pop-up palooza. Just popping up whenever I can. And if I can, and including other people as well. You know, Tanya and I, obviously, we're talking all the time, so we can coordinate with each other fairly easily. But I would like to coordinate with other people as well. And yeah. So I think I will, if the schedule works out and the timing works out, I'll be doing another pop-up maybe this evening. And yeah, I want to do a pop-up palooza. I want to have a string of pop-ups. So I'm still trying to figure out who gifted me something so amazing. I can't even handle it. I can't even say thank you properly. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome, Steph. I don't know what the gift was. But yeah, I understand that feeling. To give is to receive, says Deborah. Yep. Did you ever come across any operculum? Draft Stiva? No. No, I didn't. Not personally. Justin did buy an operculum piece, but I haven't got any more operculum recently. What I did get is this, and check it out. It actually fits me. Like, say what? Really not my thing, but it's pretty darn awesome. Steph got my crystal necklace and I love it. Aw, that's awesome. Something you were saying was good to you to use on diamonds. Yeah, the Presidium. The Presidium's a great diamond tester. I'm working so far. I have 3 rings, 2 charm bracelets, and bronze sterling hoops. Let's see how much I end up wearing by the time I'm done working. Melly, you're funny. Can that fit a small wrist? Jackie, my wrist is a 7, and man, I'm telling you, it fits me perfect. So I'd say it's a size 7. It's a size 7 all day long, is what I would say. Wow. Oh, those must have been the... Yep, size 7 on the cone. Internal measurements, 2 3/8 by 1 7/8. I don't know if you can see that. So if you know your wrist length, width, and depth, 2 7/8. No, 2 3/8 right here. 1 7/8, and the gap is 1 1/4 inch. So for me, those just happen to be the perfect dimensions for wearing right at my knuckle. And that one, it's $28. Well, I hit 3 instead of 8, so that one's $23. If you like it, you want to sport that. Martha, I see it at 23 and 28. I don't see anybody else. I love it too, Martha. I think it's awesome. That one's sold to Martha at 23 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Martha, you got that. Let me change that price so I don't charge you $28. Jen, gotta run. Everyone have a great day. All right, Jen. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out. I hope you have a great day. I love that, but too big. Yeah, that's one. It's either gonna work or it's not. It's either gonna work or it's not. 50. Just make sure I get that one noted. Okay, couple things that does it for what I already had. Oh no, not quite. Oh my goodness. This thing has the same feel as the rope necklaces from earlier, but whoa, this thing is substantial. The look that it has the same feel. It weighs like a quarter of a pound. No, it weighs like half a pound, 251 grams. And it's rad. What can I say? Wow. When I bought this, the guy that I bought it from was surprised. He used to be me buying silver. Silver, gold, antique stuff. But when I picked this up, I'm like, dude, I gotta have that. And he's all, really? I'm all, yeah, look at it. Just look at the presence that it has and feel it. I'm like, pick it up and feel it. It's, man, it is just fantastic. 25.5 inches long. It weighs 251 grams. And I had $57 on that. Nah. Check this out. I'm gonna sell it at cost. If you like it, it's 35 bucks. I think it's rad. Just all that light play going on. Say what? Virginia says, I think it's rad too, Doug. At 35, I'm on it. Are you out of here, Karen? Bye, Doug and everyone. I have to pick up my grandson from school. All right, Karen. Well, thanks for being here and hanging out, and enjoy picking up your grandson. If you guys are hanging out a little bit, enjoy hanging out with your grandson. All right, Virginia, I don't see anybody else in on that. Let's call that one sold to Virginia at 35. Thank you, Virginia, and congratulations. That's pretty awesome. You're gonna need some sunglasses to go with all this, Virginia. For people that are out with you are gonna need some sunglasses for sure. Uh-oh, did I drop my Sharpie? I think I did. All right, Virginia. Cool. All right, well, that actually, I do believe that wraps up what I had prepped and what I had previewed. If there was something I missed it. Let's just recap real fast some of the things that didn't sell. Oh, this never even made it up. That's because I need to test that one. It could be silver. All right. The 835 silver. Do you write with a fine or super fine tip? Deborah, I use a fine tip. Yeah. I do have some super fines also, but I find that they don't put a bold enough mark on the bags for, I have to end up looking twice or squinting at them, so. Yeah, this brooch / pendant is 835 silver with a nice heavy gold gilt on it. And that one, it's 12 grams, 1 3/8 inch. That one was $36. I'm gonna drop that one to 30. $30 on that one if somebody's interested. Again, 835 silver, pendant, and a brooch. Virginia, I see ya. That one's sold to Virginia at 30. Thank you, Virginia, and congratulations. Okay, the Jewelry 10 Dragonfly. Maybe I should have had a higher price on this one. Sometimes I feel like that's the case. I undervalue things and then they don't sell. I put the correct, I adjust the value on them and then they sell. It's amazing to me. The Jewelry 10 Dragonfly, it's 4 inches by 3 inches. It's $90. I had 95 on it, dropping at $5. And you might think I'm kidding, but I'm not. If I bring it back around, I'm gonna raise the price on it. It'll be $135, $145 in that range, and it'll be in my shop. So if you like it for 90, ooh, now's the time before it flies away. You're gonna have an amazing box coming in the mail, Virginia. Virginia, I see ya. Okay, get it, Virginia. Virginia, sold at 90. Cool deal. Okay, the beads. Did these, I felt like these sold, maybe I didn't mark them. Well, I didn't mark them sold. Now I have to look away. No 4x6 for Virginia. No, Steph. It might be 2. I had $45 on these. There are 23 beads total. If you had been eyeballing those and $45 didn't work, let's see, 23. I'm just gonna make them 30. $30 on the beads. Otherwise, I see myself taking those apart and trying to make earrings. And man, I already have some sterling silver wires that took me a month to track down, so I'm not doing that. They're, Steph, they're foiled glass beads. So they're glass beads that have a little, let me just pull one out. They're glass beads that have this nice little pink glass blob with a foil backing. Wow, did I just call it a blob and expect you to buy it? And some of them are damaged. So that little thin sheet of glass that was over the foil has come off on, you can see that right there, has come off on some of those. Down, down, down. Oh, that leaves only 2 more things. Wow. What do we call that? A white glove? This might be the closest I've had to a white glove sale yet. So thank you. Wow. Maybe we just need to throw a couple of these things out here and drop the prices on them until they sell. All right, this one, another Jewelry 10. I think this one's like a red snapper. Look at those lips. Great deal on this one. It is, that one's 4 inches by 2 inches, and that's $80. That one is $80. And he's pretty cool. And one more, okay. This one, someone was looking for foil glass bead. I don't know who though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. It could have been Elizabeth, and Elizabeth is on now, so. Yeah, Elizabeth K likes the foil beads, I know. Okay, this one, another Jewelry 10 fish. I had $50 on the fish. It is 5.7 grams, 2.25 inches long. I had $50 on it, but check this out. Now it's 55. Aw, thank you, Kim. Thank you for appreciating that. And thank you, everybody, for appreciating these pieces. Like I was saying earlier, sometimes when we're out buying, resellers are out buying, we're taking huge risks and we don't know. Some things are slam dunks. Some things are like, oh, geez. Oh, cool, Virginia. I'm glad you found one. Yeah, I would imagine the shipping was expensive on that. I love that painting. So I was just looking at that, looking at it yesterday. So I'm glad you were able to find one. Okay, this one. You said it was 59, then you said it was 55. Jackie, this one, I started it at 50. And now I raised it to 55 because here at Raven's Chest, we have something called How Low Can You Go? Oh, I didn't get it right. How low can you go? Let's see if I get it right this time. Jackie, I'm already dropping the price on this one. It was 55. Now it's 44. Because here at Raven's Chest, you don't want to play low. Can you go? Go, Jackie. You know, it is what it is. The game is, Jackie is in at 55. Just messing is disqualified, sir. You have been disqualified, just messing. Jumping the gun like Gen B. All right, Jackie, you got it. Sold. Just like that. Sold to Jackie at 44. Congratulations, Jackie. I'm at work, so I'm missing half. Ow. Well, you know, Jackie, I'm at work right now too, and I'm missing out on some good shopping out there. It's like that for all of us sometimes. Darn. All right, Jackie, you got that at 44. Congratulations. And just messing. Thanks for being a good sport. Sneaking on here. Funny. Well, that's it, guys. Eldine. Okay, that was the other thing. The moonstone earrings. I thought Eldine was interested, but Eldine was interested in some other earrings. So I do not have these marked as sold. So they're the last thing to come back up that hasn't sold. Sterling silver, moonstone, exceptional earrings. Oh my goodness, the blue flash in that, really exceptional. I was gonna drop the price on these. I'm not gonna drop the price on these. They're 80 bucks. They're 11.2 grams total. They're 1 inch. They are exceptional. Yeah, like these, I'd be proud to put these in my store and be really happy to have them there on the front page. Just want one of those and turn it into a pendant. Steph? Yeah, you did drop it $10, lol. So yeah, these are 80 and they're staying 80. So there you go. Thank you, Doug, for another wonderful Wednesday show. Well, thank you, Mama Chola, for being here. Steph, we can split it. Great idea. Are you guys splitting those? You said 90 last time. Did I say 90 on those? Oh, well, I got 80 on the bag, so there we go. And 90, they're worth every bit of that. So, and when I do sell those, I'm going to be kicking a little bit back to the person I bought them from, so. All right, that's that, folks. Oh, there was one more. This other flapper, the one that Mama Chola thought was French, that flapper necklace as well, didn't sell. I've never been disqualified. Well, you've been disqualified now, just messing. Yeah, that one, I think I had 50 on that. Or did I drop that to 35? Jackie, that's the only one you didn't get. Total head. That's what I was thinking, Deborah. Headpiece. Well, now that I've said it, it's gonna be. It's 35. Oh, like a Cleopatra style. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, that actually works. All right, Jackie, I see you. Jackie, 35. Jackie's at work, doesn't want to miss out on anything else. Jackie, you got that. Sold to Jackie at 35. Dang, now what am I gonna wear for Halloween? Now that my Cleopatra costume's sold. Totally flapper action. All right, Jackie, you got that. Okay, well, you know, I'm kind of tempted. I've never had what's called a white glove, a complete sellout. And I kind of want to just make that happen. Doug, today's been a bit good for you. Well, thank you, Virginia. Yeah, appreciate you very much. So yeah, we're just gonna get all this stuff sold. Oh, dang, does that mean I have to do it with the moonstone earrings too? Shoot, it does. All right, here we go. We're selling it all. The snapper. We're not gonna do a how low can you go, any of that. We're just gonna start it at $1. I started eBay in 1998 selling, at the time eBay was auction only, and I started one user ID with pretty high-end items that had reserves and auctions and so on, and about 5 years into the eBay adventure, started another eBay user ID that was all $1 items. Everything started at $1. So this is a format I'm familiar with. Start it at $1 and let it ride. For years, that model of business on eBay worked great. And then eBay started focusing on fixed price models, and things changed quite a bit. So the $1 model was soon phased out, and fixed price model came in, and then knocking the prices down as low as they could go was the next stage. So I've seen a lot of things over the years with eBay, and now I'm watching eBay trying to catch up, trying to make up ground, trying to establish formats like this right here. eBay is about 5 years behind, as near as I can tell. And now they're starting to offer live sales, live auctions, and who knows, maybe that'll work out for them, but I'm just kind of blabbing along. The point being, I'm used to starting things at $1 and letting them ride, see how they roll. That business was, at times, if you looked at the individual items, man, I would be pulling my hair out. But at the end of the month, if I looked at the average, I would be jumping for joy. Because some of the items, literally, I'd pay $50 for an item and sell it for $5. But I'd also pay $5 for an item and sell it for $2.50. Oh my gosh, Melly, don't get me started. Now, what is unless you pay for promotion? It's hard to get your items seen. You will not be seen if you're not paying. If you're not paying or doing an extremely high volume, you will be buried. So yeah, I would say promote your listings. Even if you're only promoting them at 1% on eBay, promote them. No, yeah, that would be my recommendation. Other eBay sellers may recommend something different, but that would be mine. That would be mine. I see Virginia at 35, Jackie's back at 40. Thank you, ladies. Glad you were able to join in here, Jackie, in between some work. Virginia is out, and we've got Jackie at 40, so we're going to count this one down to Jackie at 40 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Jackie at 40. Congratulations, Jackie. Half price. And that is awesome because you know what? Only 2 items away from something that I remember thinking, is that even possible? 2 items away from a white glove sale. And I couldn't be more grateful. So you know the deal, starting the beads at $1. $1 start on the beads. That was one thing about the $1 business on eBay, 100% sell-through rate. Every single item sold. And I only had one item. For years, I only had one item that sold for $1. And that item was a really nice sterling silver eagle brooch. And at the time, I remember thinking, wow, amazing, amazing. This was so underappreciated. But that was a fun, actually a fun business because every time you go in, something's changing. You know, bids are changing. People are sending information about things they have, and anything is possible if you believe in yourself. Mama Chola, absolutely. But you have to 100% believe. If there's a hint of doubt in there, man, it'll catch you. It'll get you. eBay 25 years ago was hopping. Yes, it was, Mama Chola. eBay 25 years ago was a happening place. The internet was just a whole different scene. That's when people were figuring out, like, oh, there's a search function where you can search for information on your computer for information that's all over the world. I viewed a Spratling cuff when the seller sent me an offer. Deborah, that's now an automatic feature on eBay. If you view an item, you'll get an offer for it, whether the seller's actually sent it or not. Some of that's just completely automated. Hello, Funny23. Love the Wild West eBay. I did eBay, Yahoo auctions, good times. Yeah, Melly, it was great back then. eBay was a whole different scene. It was the total wild west eBay. That's back when people would send cash. Do you remember getting cash, Melly? And a lot of checks, a whole lot of checks. So I see Steph in at 5. I don't see any other action. Jackie may have got tied up at work, Steph, so you might be scoring these for a smoking good deal. I just do YouTube and Amazon. Is there a bracelet or just beads in a bag? Funny, it is just beads in a bag. It actually was a necklace that needs to be restrung. So there you go. The necklace would measure 15 inches. Jackie's back, and Jackie's back at 12. I see you, Jackie. Yeah, and they're nice foil beads. Glass foil beads. I see Steph at 15, Jackie's at 16. Steph is out, so Jackie, you're gonna get those at 16. Thank you, Steph, and thank you, Jackie. Congratulations, Jackie. Let's call those officially sold to Jackie at $16. All right, these next ones might just hurt me a little. Oh, just messing. All right, this is Jackie. This is gonna be a gift from just messing. Gift from just. All right, I got you. Just messing. I got you, Jackie. Congratulations, and thank you, everybody. Oh, and gift to Steph. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Wow. Gift to Steph. Wow, I got a lot of notes on this one. I might have to watch the playback on this one to get it right. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. All right, well, sterling silver moonstone earrings. I think I will. How low can you go? These ones, starting them at $1 just hurts. But I am gonna drop them before I start them. Dropping them $3. Sterling silver moonstone earrings. I hate to do it, but I see Martha. You got them. Martha at 77. Preventing me from going any lower. All right, congratulations, Martha. You got this. Cosmo, it's all right. Ooh, yeah, you know what? If I were you, I would want to bark at him too. I'm just saying. All right, thank you, Martha, and thank you, everybody. Wow. You've seen it here the first time ever at Raven's Chest, a white glove sale, everything sold. It's a sellout. Holy moly. And I was so nervous this morning that things weren't gonna sell. So thank you. Wow. Thank you so much. I am literally beside myself. I am so grateful that you guys liked the flapper jewelry, that you liked the Madeline Ricks pieces, that you liked the Jewelry 10. Yay. I'm literally pinching myself, and I couldn't be happier. So thank you very much. 33 people still hanging tough here. 67 thumbs up today. It is 12:33. It's been 3 hours. A magical morning, a great day ahead, I'm sure. And I think I think I'm gonna put together another sale and be popping on soon, possibly this evening. We'll see. See how the afternoon goes here. I'll get invoices out and yeah, keep the day rolling here. So thank you. I missed it, but I'm so happy the sale went well. It did, Happy Ducky. Thank you. Yeah. Don't charge just because I already gifted them. You know what? Those are just going to be a gift, you guys. Those are going to be a straight gift to Steph. So no charges required. Thank you for that. There's so much positivity and so much love in this chat between everybody. It's truly magical. And I thank you for that. So, Tanya, thanks for being here. I know you're busy. You're still packing and shipping, getting everything ready to go. I'm glad you could make it here this morning. And Steph, good to see ya. Yeah, thank you. And Tanya, thanks for dropping that love. Mama Chola, thanks for being here. Melly, congrats on great buys. Ah, thank you, Melly. All right, and Melly, are you coming on tonight? Are you coming on Friday? When are you coming on next, Melly? Because I want to see what you got. Melly's always got great stuff. caffeine withdrawal, right, Deborah? I hear ya. Okay, well, if you guys can give me just a second, I'm gonna set Leslie's on tonight. All right, Leslie's on tonight, and I do believe Elizabeth K is on right now. I was gonna set up the auto raid, but let me just go find the. We can just do the other thing. Not notifications. Where is, man, I tell you, they make it really hard. Is Elizabeth K on? She's not coming up in my. Yeah, Elizabeth's not coming up on my feed. That is so weird, but I have that happen routinely. Subscriptions, live. Okay, here we go. There we go, copy link. All right, Elizabeth K is live. I got Elizabeth K's link. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. If you guys are not familiar with Elizabeth K, please go over there. Check out Elizabeth K's channel. She has great jewelry. Thank you, Tanya. Great jewelry, great prices, really nice vibe over there. Elizabeth K and the Jewelry Nurse gang often hanging out, having great sales together. On Friday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. Okay, so look for Melly coming on Friday night at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Melly has great jewelry at great deals, and Melly's vibe is 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up from Raven's Chests. Reminds me I need to schedule my live. Leslie, I didn't schedule my live for this morning either. I scheduled it about an hour ahead of time. I thought that I had done it on Sunday. I had the thumbnail and all that, so yeah. Leslie will be coming on today at 3 o'clock Pacific time, right, Leslie? 6 o'clock Eastern. And yeah, check out Black Dog Vintage. You know, maybe there's something going on with the system then, Leslie, because I could have swore I had scheduled it, and I went in this morning and I'm like, wait, where's it at? No thumbnail, no schedule. So yeah, that sounds like a YouTube thing. All right, so yeah, Leslie coming on at 3 o'clock Pacific time. Do you have to schedule a live? Yes. Well, you don't have to, Sherry. You can just press the go live button, but you can schedule them as well. And if you schedule it at least 30 minutes in advance, then people will get that 30-minute notice. You know, Blessed Baubles is coming on in 30 minutes. All right, so there we go. Those links go to Elizabeth K's. Please go over there and say hi to Elizabeth K. Check out what they've got for sale today. And if you're not subscribed, man, hit that subscribe button. And again, go over there, give them a thumbs up, show them a little support and some love. No, you can just push live, right? You don't have to schedule them. You can just press it. And that is one of the best pieces of advice that I've gotten from you, Tanya. Just press the button. You feeling it? Just press that button, man. And then, all right, well, thank you everybody for being here. It's been a great day. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing y'all again really soon. So look for those. The pop-up palooza, it is official. I'm doing a pop-up palooza. I'm gonna keep popping up at least for a couple weeks here, if not through the end of the year. So those money clips work as hair barrettes. Oh, dang. I like that. I like that, kind of like inkwells work as lip balm dispensers. So, all right, everybody, have a great day. Thanks again. Go over there, say hi to Elizabeth K, and see y'all again soon. Peace.